Hello everybody, it's 90 Day Challenge Day 22 and today we're at Guild Manor in Horsham and we're doing a 90-day planning, which is where we start to think about what we're going to do for the next 90 days in our business. We've got lots of really successful business people here today, so we thought we'd ask them a question that will hopefully help you with realising why it's important to set goals. So the question that we're going to ask is, why is goal setting important? So as we go through this, you'll hear several business owners all saying why it's important. So Joy, and I'll see you at the end.
Goal setting is important to me because it allows me a destination. If I know where I'm going, I'm more likely to get there. It allows me to focus on the job in hand and allows me, just gives me direction.
Why is goal setting important? Four major reasons. Firstly, there's evidence out there, significant evidence, that successful people goal plan. More than any other indicator of a successful business will be those that actually plan and work the plan. No point in planning without working the plan.
Brilliant.
An analogy might be, if you had a boat, do you want to go have a boat trip or do you want to know where you're going?
Yeah.
And once you've got a plan, you know exactly what materials that you need to get there, what competencies you need, because you might end up in the North Pole or in the Seychelles. Where do you want to be? What do you need to do to actually get there?
Yeah.
Once you've got a plan, the great thing is that you can communicate that plan.
Yeah.
You can communicate to get people to join you because you're motivated by it, you're inspired by it, you can pass that on.
Yeah.
Who would you prefer to join? Somebody that is just there or somebody that's got a plan that wants to do something, to achieve something?
Cool.
So getting that plan out, which you then tell other people about, whether it's your customers, suppliers or prospects, enables you to motivate and inspire them and to achieve a great deal more.
Fantastic.
Other reasons for planning is that if you don't plan, you just end up doing stuff.
Yeah.
If you've got a plan, you work the plan and you make improvements. It's a conscious effort. You set a direction and go there,
Yeah.
not just kind of drift around.
Yeah.
When you've got a plan, you are controlling it. It is not controlling you.
Yeah.
You know where you're going and how you're going to specifically get there.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I would say, what do you want to do? Work hard and do a lot,
Yeah.
or work smart?
Yeah.
Those people that know what they're doing, where they want to be, what it's going to take to get there, will be a lot more successful. Which then brings me around to the reason why to plan is that you'll be a lot more successful.
Well, it just focuses the mind on what we've got to achieve. I've been through life, most of my life, just doing what comes on the desk that day, and never looking at what we should be achieving. And as a result, we never know whether we're making money or not until the accountant tells us 18 months' time. Now we've got goals, we've got financial forecasts. We can tell what's happening and we can react to it almost immediately.
Fantastic.
Goal setting for me is really important for probably two clear reasons. One is it provides you a level of motivation, to do the things that you need to do to achieve those goals, and it also provides you a level of clarity. During your process of achieving those goals, what will happen is you'll be blown from side to side by the circumstances of what's going on around you. But if you've got good, clear goals, what happens is you have that clear vision that stays with you that makes you achieve what you need to achieve. That's why goal setting is important.
It's a very interesting question. We've been spending most of the day talking about this at this meeting I'm at currently, and I find that if you get the right goals set in life appropriately, it gives you a measure, a marker against which to set your own progress. But most people go about this by taking on board aspects of goals which are imbibed by the culture. And the culture really, the society we live in, has very set patterns. These days, I think things are really getting far more fluid, and we really have to find our own sense of direction. And this direction is how we can set our goals. And that really is due to us being much more sensitive to how we are as a real person. Because what we are going to be doing, if we're looking at a career or a job or starting a business, is what we're most effective at and what people want from us. What people want nowadays, they don't want a lot of people who are just simply out the same mold, a lot of just droids or workers like that. They want to know something of your personal style, and creativity, something you can really bring to the stage in which you operate. To me, that's got a lot to do with our own personal makeup, and we have to find out much more about that before we decide. So, in a sense, if one was brought up in a certain way, it still means remaining open in order to find out what changes you might need to make, remaining flexible. Many people, I feel these days that we remain teenagers until we're about 30, which is quite interesting. So for some people it might be appropriate that they have a steady job and have a family and everything else, and for other people it's an absolute disaster. You don't have to set your life necessarily, so pressures are there for us to be set in concrete, but around midlife you may gain a kind of a wisdom which, again, we have to be open to say, well, I can have a complete change now. I really find that what I love doing is something else. I've been doing a lawyer, whatever it is all my life. Really, what I want to now is to do landscaping. Okay, so this is complete career change like this, and not at all unusual now. And I think one has to keep that in the sort of background that what you think is a goal and a direction now may change. So it's just constantly reviewing your life. That's the big message. Be sensitive to yourself and keep reviewing your life, in a reasonable way. Don't beat yourself up. And yes, do not regret the past. It always adds to one's own story just to think of otherwise.
Why I feel it's important to set a goal, and especially to write it down, is so that you can always look at it to give you the encouragement to carry on towards that goal, even when things get tough.
I can't stress enough why goal setting is important, in that without a goal and without knowing where you're going, you're far less likely to achieve that. When I look at everything that people achieve in their lives, the people that do get great results, Richard Branson, Alan Sugar, all of those people regularly set themselves goals which they look at, they appraise, they amend as a period of time goes on. So I think, in my opinion, it's absolutely critical.
Okay, the importance of setting goals means that you can actually keep very aligned with what you actually set out to do. Otherwise, you have more of a tendency to actually go off on a tangent. If you actually have a process in writing, the chances are that you've actually engaged in exactly what you want to do, setting out a time frame as to when you're actually going to do it, and also importantly is actually how you're going to do that. When you have these sort of strategies in place, this increases your chances of actually fulfilling your goals.
Absolutely vital. It's all about setting your RAS, so setting your expectations, and setting up specific goals that you can measure your performance against over a specified time period. So once you've got those goals in place, it's then about tracking your performance on a regular basis to make sure that you're achieving the goals.
Goal setting is critical for everyone, because if you haven't got a clear vision and a clear goal of what you want to achieve, then how do you know when you've achieved it or what it is you've got to do in order to get there?
Well, for me personally, I always knew I needed to strive for. When I first met my husband, he had this strange 10-year plan. This is like a confessional. But yeah, I did have a plan, and he thought it was so strange that I wouldn't even know what I was doing next week, let alone in 10 years' time. But it worked, down the line we're married and we've got kids, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, fantastic.
But also in professional life, with a more serious note, there's just so much going on in your day-to-day life, and it's very easy to get distracted. Unsettled, even a bit unnerved really at the sheer amount of stuff to get through. I find having a to-do list, even simple goal setting on a day-to-day basis is good. What I'm trying to do at the moment with the place that I work at is do a longer term plan, 3 to 5 year plan, and into smaller sections. So,
fantastic.
But I think it can work both personally and personally, both actually.